Riders in the Kapsani to Sea race were greeted by a stunningly beautiful, misty morning at Glencairn Farm in Underberg as they prepared for the start of Stage 1, 82 kilometres of the best trails imaginable. With the riders in the trail and adventure already on their way to Scottburgh, the field for the race contained a healthy dose of racing snake A-type amateurs and a fair sprinkling of the country's top pros.
Yeah, definitely advantage of knowing the trails of Joburg to Sea. You pretty much know where you're going as well, you know where the hard sections are, you know how the trails are looking this year as well, so yeah, we're definitely going to use that to our advantage and obviously race a strategic race.
Yeah, it's nice and fast and yeah, awesome single track, all 3 days, very enjoyable and yeah, no, it's a great race because there's also a lot of competition and a lot of hype around it, so it's always a good one.
I think not having as much pressure does kind of make it a little bit easier, but we'll just keep it consistent. You never know what's going to happen in a race like this. So you can never say, oh, there's not much competition, so we obviously going to win. Like, you never ever know what's going to happen.
The long district road gave them time to size each other up and get the legs firing. The NAD-Pro pair of Bell and Beers had strong opposition from 2 pairs of Page Eurosteel riders and the young DSV team of Gert Heyns and Arno du Toit. At the bottom of Oak Maze, Bell and Beers had slipped away and opened a gap of 30 seconds on the 3 chasing teams. On the Death Valley climb out, they added another minute to their advantage. DSV were hampered at this stage by a minor mechanical to Arno du Toit's bike. The dual track extended to the PG Bison floating bridge, and after nailing the purpose-built trails of Mbiba, Housties and Jared, NAD-Pro barely paused as they flew through the Pevensey Place water point at 42 kilometres, the gap by then nearing 2.5 minutes. In the women's race, the Dormakaba pair of Amy McDougall and Sam Sanders stamped their authority on the stage really early on. McDougall has been in top form this year with the Tankwa Trek, World Cup, Cape Epic and Joburg to Sea in her legs. Chasing them out of B-Batch in the colours of Bell were Andrea de Boer and Hayley Smith. One of the busiest and nicest couples in the sport, Ben Swanepoel and Yolandi de Toy of Team Garmin, were well in charge of the mixed race. Former 947 Cycle Challenge winner Joe van der Winkel and Marcel Rodriguez of Cycle Nation Bring It On were not far behind them. Back in the elite men's race with NAD-Pro up the road, the fight for second was on, but DSV again, plagued by more mechanicals to Detroit's jockey Will, had lost touch. Page Eurosteel's Julian Jessup dropped his chain 3 times in quick succession as he and Matthijs Bierkes also lost time. Meanwhile, Bell and Beers put behind them a miserable Cape Epic early this year to power through Alsace Farm and into the Mackenzie Club in 2 hours, 46 minutes and 25 seconds.
Nico fell off the bridge, which was a bit of a scary moment. Obviously your body goes into shock, and we only had about a 30 or 40 second lead, but yeah, he managed to regroup and sort himself out, and yeah, we just rode hard up the climbs and hard on the flats, just try to keep it constant.
Heyns and de Toy of DSV were second, 1.5 minutes ahead of Bierkes and Jessup of Page Eurosteel.
Yeah, we definitely won't sit back. We lost a bit more time than we would have liked today, but it's 2 more days to go, so we'll keep on fighting them.
Sam Sanders and Amy McDougall of Team Dormakaba completed a trouble-free day to win the women's race in 3 hours, 5 minutes and 54 seconds.
We rode a good tempo, you know, so we weren't slacking, so we tried to hang on to the front bunch for as long as we can, and then just paced ourselves and thoroughly enjoyed the single track. We had mostly sort of open playing field, which was fantastic.
Yeah, it is pretty dusty. I'd like to thank the 3,000 fatties who compacted the trails, but don't tell them I said that.
Bell and Beers take a 4-minute and 9-second lead into Stage 2. Page Eurosteel 1, Bierkes and Jessup are 5:46 down. Dormakaba are 22 minutes ahead of Smith and de Boer in the women's race. And just 2 minutes and 8 seconds separates the top 2 teams in the mixed race.